Hey y'all, this is Lakeisha. Today I was trying something different. I just wanted to come on here and do a talk, and the talk is basically know what you want in a relationship. So I'm gonna wait on some people to come in. I'm going to let's see. Gotta put this on my Facebook page, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. A lot of technical stuff going to this. Let's see if we can share it. Yeah, I think we can share it. We're going to share it to Facebook. Okay, so we are back. So y'all, today's little, I got in my mind to do a little, just a little talk. I've been through a couple of relationships and I feel like I know a couple things. And I just want to share my experiences with a few people and to get your feedback as well. So basically my talk today would be know what you want in a relationship. And when I say know what you want in a relationship, sometimes people go into relationships not knowing what they want. And there's a difference in being in a commitment and dating or talking to somebody. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused at because they start like talking to somebody and automatically think that they're together. And that's not necessarily true because some people just want to have a conversation with you. They want to get to know you. Then if it goes to the next step, then hey, it goes to the next step. But a lot of times people like get confused with dating and talking to somebody and oh, we're in a commitment. So you have to know what you want in a relationship and make sure that it's known from the beginning. Like, say you just got out of a relationship and you're like, hey, I just want to talk to somebody, or I just want to kick it with somebody, or I just want to go out to eat, or I just want to chill. So these are things that I think that should be discussed in the beginning of a relationship or a situationship, or whatever you want to call it, before people begin to get into their feelings. Because if you basically give somebody uh notion as to hey, this is what I'm into, then you allow the person to put themselves in that position that they want to be in it. Everybody don't want to just get into a relationship. Some people want to talk and some people want to date and somebody want to get to know each other. But we got to stop just thinking when you meet somebody that oh, they're in a relationship or we're gonna get in a relationship, because some people are not even worth getting into a relationship with. So, with that being said, that's why I said I wanted to talk about know what you want in your relationship. And when I say that is just know what set boundaries basically. If you're gonna talk with somebody, then talk with that person. And make it known, hey, we're just talking. So that nobody gets in their feelings. I have been with a lot of people who have talked to me and been like, I thought we were together, or I thought we was doing all this his stuff when they're with that person. And it's like that person was like, no, I thought we was just kicking it. And you save your feelings, you save your heart, you save your mind, because it's like, okay, from the beginning, they already know what it is that they're expecting. So know what you want in your relationship. And once you do decide to go into a relationship, you need to set boundaries, y'all. Y'all have to set boundaries, and as well as like just when I say boundaries, like this is what is okay, this is what's not okay. And quite naturally, you're not going to know that off the bat. You don't know what somebody likes or dislike until you get to know them. But going forward, you can be honest and be like, hey, I like this, I like that. I don't like this, I don't like that. And you let that person, you know, y'all kind of feel each other out. But don't go into a relationship with so many high expectations too. Let me say all that. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody has it all together. And all it is, the whole mentality of oh, I want the man to do everything, or the woman should be the housemaid, or whatever. Y'all need to work all these things out in the beginning so that there's not a disconnect. Like halfway through our relationship, like, well, I had these expectations and I thought you knew this. No. People need to really start sitting down and talking first. And when I say talking, like everything right now is like so lustful. And let me say that everything is so lustful. And when I say lustful, it's like everybody is like on this what it appears to be, what it looks like, and they just want to jump each other bones off the bat. Okay, I get it. Opposite attract, it's all a part of nature, but sometimes y'all need to give each other time to get to know each other first before y'all jump into a relationship and then be intimate. Get to know each other first, and then y'all know what each other wants in a relationship. Because it's one thing to get to know somebody and then y'all work your way into that. But then once you already have intimacy with somebody, then y'all got to get to know each other. To me, I think that's weird. Not saying it's weird. Y'all are adults. Everybody's grown. However y'all decide to do your thing is y'all thing. But a lot of things would be so different if people would talk first. There's nothing wrong with talking with somebody or getting to know somebody first before you start being intimate with them. And everybody you meet, you don't have to be intimate with. And that's another thing in relationships. People feel like you have to be intimate with somebody right off the bat when you get with them. No, you don't. It's your body. If you want to, you can. If you don't, then you don't. But don't let somebody force you to be in a relationship in that moment if that's not what you want. So when you know what you want in your relationship, then that makes things a lot easier because y'all on the same page. I see so many couples, they get together and it's like, oh well, I thought we was just gonna do it this way. And some guys really do just be wanting to have intercourse and that be that. And some women, it's the same way, they just be wanting to have intercourse and that's that. They just want to have a good time. And if that is what they want, you have to respect that if they're telling you that up front. But what you can't do is force somebody into a relationship. And that's what I think a lot of people do. They force people into relationships with them. You listen, the worst thing you can ever do is try to keep somebody that don't want to be kept because they're going to keep trying to get away from you if that's not what they want. So if y'all are both on the same page, if y'all know what y'all want in that relationship, things will go so much smoother if you do it that way. Trust me. Now, I'm not saying that your relationship isn't going to have problems if y'all communicate and y'all talk, but if you know what you want in a relationship, then a lot of the issues won't be made. If you know that you want somebody to take care of you, you need to say it off the bat. Hey, I need you to take care of me. If you just want somebody to be company with, you need to say that off the bat so that you give that person a idea as to what we're doing. And a lot of people get into relationships and y'all don't know what y'all doing. Sometimes I've gotten into relationships and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know, at that time I felt like I wanted to be with somebody and I didn't want to be with that person. I just wanted to talk. I just needed somebody to listen to me at the time or whatever, but they may have think or thought differently. And that's, quite natural that people may feel that way, but know what you want in a relationship to start off. That's my, ultimate talk today to know what you want in a relationship. And when I say know what you want in a relationship, it will help things go a lot smoother for you and your partner if you know what you want. Because sometimes people don't know what they want. And then you get upset when a person can't read your mind. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you like. And for somebody that's been in relationships before, if you sit down in communication, y'all, communication is key in every relationship, whether it's with your partner, your spouse, your child, your job, or whatever relationship that you have that you're in, you have to communicate. And the way you communicate is to know what you want. If you don't want these things, you need to let that be known. And if you do want these things, you need to let that be known too. So when you know as a person what you want, then it gives that person the same opportunity to say, okay, well, we're on the same page. But you can't expect somebody also to be what you're not giving. And when I say that, if you want understanding, you have to be understanding. If you want love, you have to give love. If you want caring, you have to care. But don't expect somebody to give you all of this and you're giving them half of you because that's unfair. That's unfair to them. So my advice today is to know what you want in your relationship. Sit down, y'all communicate. Y'all learn to talk to people first. Everybody that you meet and you exchange your number with, or you start to text, or they're in your inbox, or they friend request you, you do not have to talk to these people. You don't have to get into a relationship. You don't have to get into a situationship. You can just literally just talk to people. Get to know a person. Y'all date. Once y'all date, then y'all take it a step further. That's what y'all want to do. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I'm just saying my advice is to get to know people now, because a lot of people are not getting to know people, and it's like you don't realize you're dealing with a monster until you actually sit down and talk to them, and you don't realize how bad a person is because you don't see past the lust of what y'all doing. You understand? And that goes both ways, men, women. I'm not being biased at all because it's some mean women and it's some mean men. And so if you know, if you get to know a person and you get to know their ways, like the old people say, you can't, a zebra can't hide its stripes. You can't. A person can only hide who they are, but for so long. But if you get to know them, then you'll learn these things. But don't get yourself into a situation and into a whole relationship with somebody that you do not know. Y'all start talking, start dating, go out on dates, get to know each other. Get to know their family. I mean, you don't have to know everybody, but know somebody that know them. Because I've seen people be in a whole relationship and this person has a whole nother life that they don't even know about. And it's because people don't get to know each other. How you in a whole relationship with somebody and you don't know nothing about them? You need to know these things because these things are red flags that later come on in life and you like, oh my God, I didn't even know that because you didn't even stop to ask because you was looking through your lustful eyes and you wasn't thinking with your open mind. So I need y'all to be open minded, talk, get to know people, know what you want, and respect people if they tell you, hey, what you looking for is not for me. Because you'll save yourself a whole lot of heartache. So that's my little talk today. And tomorrow we'll get into something else. I want to get on here and talk about like story times and personal issues, but I just want to do like an introductory thing today. So I hope y'all like that, and y'all let me know what else y'all want me to talk about, discuss. I'm very open and transparent. If there's comments or questions that you want to ask me, by all means, with respect, I'll answer them. If I feel like it's too personal, then I may not answer it on an open forum. I may just answer it to you depending on what it is. But I like to be very open with certain things. So with that being said, y'all rock with me on this relationship thing, and we're gonna go from there. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.